It's a holiday, right? So let me start off by saying Happy White Privilege Monday.
I love this day.
So can I ask you guys to participate, because I think it'll help me keep on pace? When I pause, can you guys kind of sing, like hum a little tune? Can you guys go da-na-na-na-na? Sort of like blues or that Wild One song? Alright, I'm white. I don't think I'm racist. Alright, I'm white. I don't think I'm racist, but I grew up in a racially homogenous neighborhood in Northeast Philadelphia. I found that sometimes when you grow up in a racially homogenous neighborhood in Northeast Philadelphia, when you're put in a setting that's not that way, that you may react subconsciously, but still visibly racist. So one time in high school, I was on the train, on the L train. And I sat down and I had my Discman on. And onto the train walked an older African-American gentleman. And he sat down behind me. So he started kind of gesticulating and getting angry and speaking, and I didn't know who he was speaking to. So I sort of looked over my shoulder a little bit. And I hoped that it was the angry gesticulating and not his race that caused me to do that. But eventually he tapped me on the shoulder. And he kind of stuck what were clearly his fingers into his jacket, pointed them up at me and said, "Give me your Discman." Not knowing any better and thinking that perhaps it was a gun and I don't know what I'm doing, I gave him my Discman. He got up, kind of jammed out for a minute, and then walked off the train. Alright, can we stop the singing for a second? Thank you. Help keep me on pace. So, I traveled to Africa in 2005, and for one of the first times in my life, I felt what it was like sincerely what it was like to be a minority. From going to small villages and seeing little children point up at me and say Mzungu, which from the context I kind of took to mean awkward-looking white guy, to just like subtle gestures that I know that the people there didn't really expect or think that I was seeing, but that I could tell. Sort of the looking over the shoulder, the things that I had always done in those settings. So coming back to America, and in conclusion, this story doesn't really have a neat ending, because it's a journey. And I am no longer naive enough to think that just because I don't say outwardly racist things or wasn't raised in that way, that there aren't still parts of me that's kind of subconsciously prejudiced. And I hope that in naming that and in saying that, that I and hopefully we are on a journey towards something better. Thank you.